Bro, 100%, and that's what they fear most. Look, they're labeling people domestic terrorists for showing up at their school boards. That's how
Yes.
scared they are.
Wait.
What the fuck?
Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid.
Testicles, 1, 2, testicles. You already know what's up. This is your boy Trebles Garcia, your humble host. Joining me in the 1 to 2s today is not the best host on the fucking planet. Big time, this one goes out to you. However, I have an emergency broadcast meeting with a special guest. Guys, we have to bring this on. And now we have to strike while the iron is hot. We go from deep state conspiracies to FBI illegal raids to deep dives in the destruction of the American energy and the violation of the Constitution. Today, we bring a deep dive topic that revolves around the safety of our children, freedoms, and the future of this country. And to do so, I would like to introduce our next special guest. Again, this is an emergency broadcast, emergency episode, bonus episode for all of the listeners. 40 years in the making comes a business owner, family man, and in my eyes, a public figure. He is an all-around freedom-fighting patriot of the beautiful country we all share, the USA. With insights on Q, Trump, and the pussycat deep state elites, today he comes to shatter the sound waves and take our knowledge to the next level. Please give a warm welcome to Flash from the Flashing News1 Instagram page.
Oh, what's up, man? Thank you so much for having me, bro.
That dude, the pleasure is all mine. Thank you so much for sharing your platform and sharing my podcast on your page. It's a growing page and a deep dive on conspiracies. And please let the people know, for the people that do not know you, what do you do and how did you get into this lifestyle?
Yeah, man. So, like you said, I'm 40 years old, from New York, outside the city. Um, and me and my mother own a small business here in New York. Have for the last 37 years. We've been going strong.
Mhm.
And my father and my mother started it. My father passed not too long ago. And so I've been stepping up ever since. I have a little son myself, 3 years old. Me and
Beautiful.
my wife. My wife's from North Dakota. We met out in Utah. It's a whole different thing. And
Mhm.
then we ended up coming back here, taking over the business. And the rest is history. Now with the whole thing that got me in the truth movement, really, honestly, I've been in and out of jail my whole life.
Wow.
Growing up.
Hmm.
I was a troubled kid. My father was an addict. I grew up being an addict. I was in
Hmm.
and out of rehabs. I put together some clean time in my 20s. I was sober for like seven years, and then fell down, bumped my head again.
Wow.
All drug charges, nothing violent, nothing ever crazy. I didn't steal nothing from nobody,
Hmm.
but I was stealing from myself, from my business. So I mean that's even worse, really.
Yeah.
I had the struggles, man. So I seen things that people shouldn't see, but I take all of that now and I use that as perspective.
So
I've been
you're coming from the bottom. Like you've went
absolutely.
through this stuff, and then you are a business owner and the backbone of this country. So you
That's
get to
it.
see both spectrums. You're seeing from the bottom and to the top. And then you also mentioned to me in the private talk that if you allow me to mention that your
Yeah,
father's Latino, he's from Puerto Rico.
that's right. That's right.
Wow,
And
beautiful,
so
dude.
and it's a different lifestyle out there, and him growing up there, coming out here, had an alcohol problem. I can't blame him for that. He was a good father, the best he could be. But for me, I look at this as now as a gift. The
Yes.
journey that I went through, I was in and out of Rikers Island.
Mhm.
I did back-to-back bullets, which is back-to-back 8 month sentences. I did 16
Wow.
months in Rikers Island. This
Mhm.
is back in 2015. It's not even that long ago,
Mhm.
but all of that gave me is perspective.
Yes.
I've seen the way the system works, or how it doesn't work, how it treats certain people, how it doesn't. And I look at it as a gift now because it's made me a better father, a better man. I'm grateful for every day I wake up sober. I've
Mhm.
been putting together, I think it's almost 7 years again now. So, I'm moving in the right direction.
Congratulations.
Thank you,
Congratulations on
brother.
defeating
Thank you,
that, man.
man.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it's a struggle for some people. Other people just get it. And for me, I
Yeah.
think I was just done. I hit rock bottom. I lost everything. Time and time again, maybe 3 or 4 times. I built it,
Yeah.
lost it, built it back, lost it. But now, now this is my new drug. In a way, is the fight for truth.
You know
And
what? I relate with you, bro, and I'm sorry I interrupted you. I
No, no,
relate.
go ahead.
I'm an addict, and usually us addicts, when we break from one addiction, we jump into another one. And
That's it.
I jumped on podcasting and the truth community and
Right.
cryptids and paranormal activity, and now this is
Right.
my new outlet, you know. And I find it I'm very passionate about it, and I work every day to strive and do better, also for my kids. So
Absolutely.
now that we got to get to know you on a personal level and get to see what
Yeah.
you're doing, you are also dropping daily news on conspiracy topics and deep state moves on your Instagram page. Everybody, please make sure you check him out, and not only that, like also follow him. It's called Flashy underscore News1 on Instagram. He drops fire content, and he's not afraid of the fucking camera. Please let me know a little bit of what the fuck is going on. What do you think about this Trump raid? How does this connect to our everyday lives, man?
So, it's, oh man, there's so many moves and counter moves going on right now.
Yeah.
And the thing about Trump is the perception. See, they've spent so much time and money and resources on trying to change the perception of what Trump really is and who he is.
Yeah.
In the beginning when he started running, they didn't take him seriously. They actually wanted him to win because they thought they could beat him.
Yeah.
They thought that he was, he's not a politician. He's a joke. The funny thing is that they all love this man.
He's a
Everybody
loose
loved
cannon, an entertainer.
right,
Yeah.
absolutely, and they all loved him before he said he was going to be president or he wanted to be president. These people loved him. Reverend Jesse Jackson gave him an award back in the '80s for helping the black community so much.
Wow.
So and even the Democrats, he even donated to Hillary Clinton. He donated to both sides because he was playing the game. So my thing is that he saw the underbelly of the billionaire elite class because he himself is a billionaire.
Yeah.
He was part of that club. That's why you see pictures with him and Epstein. That's not because he was his boy. That's because Epstein was his neighbor. And he let him into his club. And now as soon as Epstein got arrested,
he was not on the freaking on the flight logs for Epstein's islands.
But if he was, you don't think we would know? You don't think they would have leaked that already?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're trying to get him on some papers. You don't think they would use that if they really wanted to? Of course. But the thing about Epstein is, he got arrested in 2006. No one really even knows about that because everybody hid it, and the FBI, he got arrested for, doing what he was doing with little girls, but they charged him with like prostitution, something stupid, did like weekend jails. It was crazy. So before that, Trump let him in his hotels. He didn't really know about him. He didn't know who he was. So he's got pictures with him, this and that. As soon as he got arrested, Trump kicked him out of all of the hotels, barred him for life. Man, you will not see one picture of that man and Trump after his first arrest because Trump didn't want to fuck with him. And actually, Trump helped the FBI catch him. A lot of people don't know this, so they try to put him together. And like you said, he's not on the flight logs. We know who's on that flight logs. We know whoever was hanging out with him after 2006. Right, and whoever was hanging out with him after 2006 is guilty by association because they knew he was arrested for doing that with girls.
Yeah.
So the Gates, the Clintons, all of them, they all knew. And they went to that island. So, but back to Trump. So the whole perception of Trump and the whole thing with the media is that they had to paint him as the enemy,
as a racist hag, as everything. Yeah, and now you have. I think you have Biden now adopting the wall. Right, the law. He's trying to build the wall even after he said he wasn't going to build it. And then look, I'm not trying to bash and I'm not trying to pick sides, but guys, the facts are in your fucking noses. Biden has deported more people in the past 2 years of his presidency than Trump in the past 4. Who's the real racist here? You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I mean, and they tell you to your face. Like when he said, "If you don't vote for me, you ain't black." He really meant that. He really thinks that they own the black vote, and that's a plantation of your mind. To the minority community out there, the Democrat Party is keeping you on a plantation in your mind. You are they that's why they use emotional stuff. They got to tie your emotions to it. Everything is racist.
Keep you in fear.
Yep. That's it, bro, and that's their whole platform, and it's really been that way for a really long time. Even Reagan talked about it. I mean, Reagan was really the first true patriot that was a president.
I put up the video. Where he was talking about the deep state.
Bro, and he was, and you could almost take everything he's saying, put it to right now, and it would totally all make sense.
Let me ask you something though, bro. Like, okay, so the FBI needs to make a deep move, a very strong move, or has to have strong backing to do what they did at Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago home, right? So I'm saying, who gave the authorization? Who is this? You said that he was a magistrate. He wasn't even a freaking.
Right. So this is a full panic mode move. This is not a deep state that's in control.
Okay.
Because if they were in control, they wouldn't be making moves like this because this is so sloppy.
It's sloppy as fuck. They haven't even released anything like public yet.
sloppy. And the fact that they went to a magistrate judge and not a federally elected judge tells
Uh-huh.
you a lot. And the
So
fact
this
that
is
the
facts. You could
magistrate
find this?
judge,
Like, this
well,
is
oh
facts,
yeah,
right?
all facts, all facts. Now, and then the magistrate judge, he should have kicked it to a federally elected judge because of how important it was, because it's
Yeah,
unprecedented that it never
exactly.
before has this ever happened. So the fact that he took the case and didn't kick it upstairs tells me that the people that were bringing the case to the judge were looking for this specific judge,
Suspicious.
because he not
Suspicious.
only is he connected to Epstein,
Hmm.
he's an Obama donor. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So they're looking for this man. So if he's connected to Epstein, so not only is he connected to Epstein, he quit his job as a U.S. prosecutor to go work as Epstein's lawyer.
Get the
Okay,
fuck
then
out of here.
he got
Get
all
the
of his
fuck.
all of
What's
his
his name?
employees out.
What's his name?
Reinhardt, Bruce Reinhardt.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Okay,
Guys,
so all
please look
public
it up.
knowledge.
Yeah, please look it up and make sure that
All
you guys
public
make your
knowledge.
own verdict.
Absolutely. I'm not saying nothing you can't confirm yourselves.
Hmm.
So Bruce Reinhardt, right? So now the fact that they went to this man and he didn't kick it upstairs says a lot. The fact that he was connected to Epstein says a lot. Obama, all that. Not only that, if you go to his Facebook page, my man rants about Trump. He's a Trump
Wow.
hater.
Okay.
So like you got to look at the people that are going after him. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's not like it's bipartisan. It's not like it's some like moderate Democrat. Like it's radical anti-Trump communists. That's what
Now,
these people are.
I also noticed that there is a big slide in the polls in a positive manner towards
Mm.
Trump in the Latin community. Now, look,
Oh hell yeah.
my friend, I'm Latino. I'm a first generation here. I'm a product of immigration, and by all means, I'm not trying to make you go vote for Trump. Just look up the fucking facts. But I am gonna
That's
let you
it.
guys know there's a lot of people that are waking up to the fucking bullshit. And look,
Yep.
dude, it's like they're attacking American energy from the source.
Right.
And then trying to continue to controlling the narrative through the mainstream media, and this
Yep.
is why we are independent researchers and what I like to consider debunking the fake shit that they're putting out. They also made him sound like a racist, made him sound like a criminal, and now I go on TikTok and I'm listening to these other again independent researchers and journalists from other countries saying, oh yeah, he's a criminal. The FBI will never take a strike on somebody that's not a criminal, etc., etc. Yet you don't know what kind of a war we're in. We're in a spiritual war,
Right.
an energetic war, and a war for our freedom.
Absolutely.
All right.
100%. And
Yeah.
the spiritual war is what we are in first.
Yeah.
Second is the information war.
Yes.
Okay, and the information war is the most tangible, real thing that you don't even have to believe in conspiracy theories to know we're in information war.
Yeah.
You know, just because you hate what someone says doesn't mean what they said is hate speech.
Or it's
Okay?
wrong.
Right. It's
Mhm.
You know you don't have to follow that person. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? You can block that person. The fact that they're censoring at the clip that they're censoring at is Orwellian.
And
You
they
know what I mean?
made
And it's even beyond that.
they made conspiracy theorists a domestic terrist term now?
Right,
Like,
exactly.
what
Tells
the
you what you
fuck?
need to know. And all of a sudden, there's always been conspiracy theories. We've been around since Kennedy. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the CIA invented the term conspiracy
To
theory
make it
so
feel
that people
better.
wouldn't question the JFK assassination. So this has been
Exactly.
going on since the 60s. You know what I mean? So there ain't nothing changed. You know what I mean? But the thing that changed is that social media became so big that people were able to spread this information far and wide. And
Yeah.
then too many people were waking up. Then Trump comes into office,
And
and
then
Trump legitimizes the unheard. He legitimized so many conspiracy theories, and this is what I don't know if you want to shift into Q, but
yes.
this is what Q is all about. Q is the information war. It is the vaccine to the information to what they're pushing.
Let me
Now,
ask you something.
go ahead.
QAnon, and this is these are terms that might even get me blackballed on Apple Podcasts, but I have to take this fucking risk. If you don't risk it, if you don't get the biscuit if you
Right.
don't risk it, right?
That's it.
Check this out.
That's it.
QAnon has been misconceived, has been misconstrued, and misunderstood by the people. I have a feeling that maybe Q was AI, and it was just releasing these code messages on future events about Trump, and right.
Yeah.
Explain a little bit to how do you decode this? How did it start, and where is it at now?
So Q started back in November 2017, and so you got to think now it's easy to legitimize it now because now you can see everything that's happened since 2017. You know, back then when he was coming out, you know, he was dropping just little things about the FBI, about Crossfire Hurricane, about the illegal spying on Trump, and everyone's like, conspiracy theory. And he would always say future proves past. meaning the stuff that he's saying now is going to make a lot more sense in the future.
Okay.
So people were like, how is he getting this information? Like who is this person? And Q, what Q stands for is a Q level security clearance. That's the highest security clearance that you can get inside the government. Now, if you look up what a Q clearance is, it's usually in the Department of Energy, the DOE. So that tells me right there that this is something to do with technology, right? That would tell you, right?
Okay.
So
Okay.
so if you do a dive in that, so I'm on board with that. I think it has to be some kind of computer generated things, and it see like game theory, right? So instead of being able to tell the future, if you're able to say find out what every scenario is, what the deep state. If you know that, so these people know we know the deep state playbook. That's why we're able to debunk everything. So
Yeah.
when you know a
It's the
playbook,
same fucking plays all over again since they've been doing it
that's
for
it.
300 years.
Exactly. It's literally the same shit. So
Uh-huh.
once you know that, and then you have someone or a team, a military intelligence team that can put it all together and put it out so people can,
Pick the
cipher it. Now,
patterns.
right, and there's so much behind Q that like the Q proofs. I'll point everybody if you wanted to show someone a video of how to prove Q proofs, go to Christian Patriot News on
Okay.
Rumble. Go
Okay.
down there. He has all this stuff is about Q, and he has if you go through his videos, there's one that's called Q proofs. It's 100 Q proofs that will undoubtedly you will be left with no doubt that Q is related to Trump and that Trump is in control. Now,
Let
not
me
only go ahead.
let me give you a quick bit of history which kind of connects to Q. Back in the day when Nostradamus was writing into his quatrains and putting up all his prophecies from the future, he couldn't be direct. He couldn't say the things direct because
Exactly.
the church was in control and was making sure that if anybody that's pagan or pagan belief or pretended to be a prophet that was not elected by the Pope or the Christian church, they would freaking kill them, basically disappear them from
Yep.
the face of the earth. So
Right.
what Nostradamus did, look this up. This is real, tangible truth. You can look it up. Public knowledge, like Homeboy just said.
That's it.
Literally what he was doing, he was putting up in his quatrains, putting prophecies that now, when people read them, they actually make sense. Same
Right.
thing with Q. Q couldn't do it
Exactly.
directly because
Oh,
there's other levels to this shit, and then they
right.
were putting them in different codes for people to decipher. And now that we're in the future, 5, 6, 7 years from the moment it started, we are
Right.
now seeing that the things that we're talking about actually came to pass.
It's all making sense. And that's the thing is that the deep state was reading the Q drops too. You know
Mhm,
what I'm saying? So it wasn't like it was like secret information that only patriots can access.
mhm.
No, it was on 4chan, which is it's anonymous, but anybody can read it. So a lot of it. So disinformation is actually important in an information war. So a lot of the stuff he put
Propaganda.
dates
Hell yeah.
dates that weren't correct. You know what I mean? To
Mhm.
throw off the deep state. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, and everything else he put is open source material, meaning that, see, what Cuba just wanted to do, and a big misconception, and people, even in the truth movement, a lot of
Mhm.
people don't fuck with Cuba because they think that it's a
Controlled opposition.
psyop. They think it's
Yeah.
controlled opposition, and they think it was meant to make people not do anything, inactive.
Mhm.
It was meant to make people trust the plan and not say
And
anything.
divide.
Right,
Mhm.
absolutely, and see, but that's the common misconception, even in the truth movement, because what Q did is that he activated millions of people that knew something in
Let's
their
face
heart
it.
wasn't right.
Yes. Let's
You know
face
what I'm
it,
saying?
dude.
And
People,
that's who I. That's exactly who I mean was. That's who I am. I started in 2017 with Q. That's what got me on my truth movement
dude,
because he got me asking
there's
questions.
so many conspiracy theorists now, more than ever. In the past 4 years, I've seen a massive explosion of, and maybe this is because you kick it with the people that you attract. You attract,
Sure.
you kick it with your tribe, right? Your tribe, you attract your
Right.
tribe, basically. But let me tell
Right.
you something, dude. The tribe is fucking growing, and I've
Oh
noticed
my
it.
God.
I've noticed it with so many random average Joe people that I've met,
Yeah.
Latinos, Spanish.
Yup.
Like I'm telling you about, like even Spanish speaking. And now I'm seeing fucking my Mexican heritage people, my family, my culture. They're now waking up to these things that have been happening to them because of the deep state, dude. This is
It's
deep. Let me ask you something though.
it's
Let me
deep.
ask you because we're cutting off a little bit on time here. Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
is the end game? What should we not do as patriots? As activists, as truth members, as community, like, what do you think we should not do after we're seeing that Donald Trump is like right now being attacked and
Right.
they're not holding, the FBI did not have this same energy. And I said this Beauty Bomb, shout out to Beauty Bomb, she put this shit up and I'm using it. The FBI did not have this energy when Jeffrey Epstein and the list of people came out. No one went after these motherfuckers. No one asked Bill Clinton what the fuck. Maxwell only got 10 years in a fucking prison. No, get the fuck out of here. Like, where's that energy? Why are you guys attacking? Okay, so there has, and then the proof is not public. Hashtag look it up. We waited 2 days to drop this episode because we wanted to see the evolution of the mainstream media, and yet to this day they have not released all the stuff the FBI allegedly collected from his house. Another thing I found out was that they did not allow Trump's attorneys to go in the house to see what the FBI was doing. Another big red flag. So
huge red
look. Okay, so now I'm not fucking telling you right now. Again, I'm not telling you to go vote for Trump. Make your own fucking research and make your own verdict. Now, again, the story is, what do you think that we should not do?
Right.
Like so, what? Like, how do we not lose?
The way we lose is to get violent.
Okay.
January 6th was a perfect example of us getting set up to lose, and some people taking the bait.
Yes.
Okay, I'm not blaming the people. You know, people got heated in the moment, but it was a handful of agitators, paid agitators, FBI agents, Antifa, whatever you want to call them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, whatever, deep state operatives, we'll call them that. Okay, and they lured the people there. You know, and then we got set up, and then we got violent, and now look how that set our movement back so much, and it gave them so much ammunition. You know, so I think
it divided us even more now than ever.
100%. Even Trump, some Trump supporters are like, "Oh, I'm done with Trump now." You know, because he just took it too far, and they had to believe, and the media put so much energy into spinning it.
It's what happened with BLM. They freaking put bricks on the floor so that people could go crazy, and it takes one monkey to come and throw this shit out, and then everybody starts going crazy. And I didn't mean monkey as a black person. I mean monkey as a dumbass person that does whatever the other one does. That's what I meant. Throwing shit around. Yes, that's what I meant to say. Because people are misconstruing this shit quick.
No, of course. Yeah, they'll use that to take you down. Yeah. But that's the thing is, we can't get violent. We have to stay together. You have to get on Truth Social, because I'm telling you right now, everything else is going to get censored. I can't even believe I'm still on Instagram. You know, I'm on Truth Social. I just don't post a lot there because I don't have the same following. But I'm going to start telling my followers to get over there, because that's why Trump made Truth Social, because it's a safe haven. He's got his own servers. They can't cancel him, and he knows we're in an information war. So we need information. We need an information war. Now, if you go over Truth Social, Truth Social have verified all those Q accounts. They have given them check marks. Or all the big Q pushers and the Q people. So you think Truth Social will be verifying people that don't know what they're talking about? You know
and this is from his own pocket. This is like he allocated money, time, and effort to have this done.
And he knows, and he also got he knows what he's doing. Obviously, you know, he's 10 steps ahead. He knows he's gonna get canceled, and we're all gonna get canceled. So my thing is, you know, keep pushing the truth out. Wake as many people as you can up. But honestly, it's not time to try to wake up the sheep. It's time to wake up the other wolves. You know, we gotta get other people that you already know that feel something's wrong, but they don't want to get involved. They're busy, you know. But that's all right. I push everyone to warroom.org and Steve Bannon, because he's about action. He knows you can get involved locally, at the local level.
That's where it's at, dude. You think you can change the federal government?
Have national impact. That's what it is.
Dude, and you have to go to your freaking kids' school meetings. You have to go to your school council. Go to the civic
100%.
Center. You have to start. I've always said this. You have to go now, dude. I'm gonna be that fucking dad that they cannot stand, because I'm gonna be bashing on the freaking school electeds and all this shit. Like, I'm gonna be on top of that shit once my baby's in school. Like, oh, dog, it's going crazy.
Bro, 100%. And that's what they fear most. Look, they're labeling people domestic terrorists for showing up at their school boards. That's how scared they are of
There's TikTok videos. There's TikTok videos, and I'm sorry I interrupted. There's TikTok videos where kids are coming from school and they're saying, yeah, the teacher told us that if we get bullied, not to tell our parents, because then they're gonna start a movement and they might come to school with guns. Now you're trying to pin it on the guns? No, get the fuck out.
Bro, shit is so crazy. And everything they're doing is to divide the older generation from the younger generation. Because they know the older generation has the knowledge. We've seen it. We've done it. We've seen what communism looks like. So now they're gonna start saying, you know, parents, oh, your parent is a racist because they don't believe in Black Lives Matter and CRT. Oh, your parents is a homophobe because they don't believe in 27 genders.
That was a money grab. But BLM was a money grab, and people are going to get offended about. I have to tell this, guys, BLM was just a fucking label corporation behind the movement, and it manipulated the movement, just like the Black Panthers got corrupted, just like the Bloods and Crips were supposed to be a political movement. Now they're a bunch of gangsters and tweakers. All of this the CIA fucking got there, and they used them, and then they fucking put money signs on it, and they corrupted the corporation and the fucking movement. BLM, the owner matters. The people that started BLM, and I'm not bashing on BLM. Black Lives Matter too. I'm not saying
Absolutely.
they don't. I'm saying the movement, the brand is
The
is
organization.
corrupt. Yes.
100%. They were buying mansions with the money
Yeah,
that
get the
they
fuck
got.
out of
The
here, bro.
Marxists, come on, bro. Like, you're so socialist, but you're stealing money from your people to go buy a mansion. Come on.
Whoa.
You know what I mean? It's crazy. You know what I mean?
We blew this up. Flash, dude, Flash,
Bro.
I want to give you more time, but we have to respect the time in the 30-minute mark, and I have to do some editing after this. Flash, I want the people to know where they can find you, and then if they want more, where do they could hit you up? Please let them know your plugs.
Yeah, man, just come over to Instagram, like he said, flashy_news1. I posted my stories the most. I'm posting a lot. I'm trying to get the truth out. I got a pretty good following over there.
Yep,
I'm
that's
also
right.
on True Social, same handle. So come out, follow me, man, and I really appreciate the opportunity, bro.
No, thank you for bringing us so much knowledge. You got me pumped up. I'm gonna go home right now, freaking preaching, dog.
Let's get it, bro. Let's get it.
Amazing.
Good
Hey,
luck
thank
out
you
there.
so much. Everybody,
Thank you, bro.
please make sure you find them at flashy_news1 and find us at paranoidradio.com. We're gonna have them on our special guest links, so you can find them there. Also, if you cannot find them on Instagram, in case he gets knocked out, we'll stay connected. Flash, stay connected with me too, dude. If you get knocked off, you know where to find us, dog. Paranoidradio.com. That's right.
Paranoid Radio.